Hi, everybody. I hope that you are doing well. So make sure that you're familiar with what is in the disclaimer, the description box below. By watching my videos, you're agreeing that you have read it and that you understand it. Okay, it talks about how all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only, which means look at it through a detached lens so that you can actually see the higher perspective. Okay. This is a reading for the collective, so you need to be able to use your best discernment. Feel free to take what resonates with you and leave what does not for the person that it's meant for. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is a freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messenger and do not harm the prophets of God. Okay, so if you don't pray, that's totally fine. I'm going to say this prayer for the both of us. Okay, so I invite the Most High God to be with us. Thank you. And I ask that God please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. Okay, now I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. So today we are talking about sacred, divine, feminine energy. So we are working with the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And on this channel, we do angel messages, but we do all of the different oracle decks. That's more of what I'm focusing on here. Oh my gosh, these cards are so beautiful. Okay, so let's see who comes out with a message. Now, these cards are going to show you what guides you have, which ones are coming through to help. Wow. One more. Okay. Hi, Grace. It's nice to see you again. Okay. Akilanda. I'll have to cover up her breasticle, but okay. The goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. All right. I have to cover up her boobie, but basically this is talking about, where you feel like you're broken, that you're not actually broken. Okay, so this is what I explain to people. When something occurs in your life and it's like, yes, it's like this literally aligns so good. So it's like when you in your life are feeling like you are still hurt. Let's say it's a childhood wound. Okay, it could very well be something like that. It's not just like what the wound was that needs to be healed. It's whatever was going on within you that caused that wound to be created. That's it. When you heal that, then you're not creating that wound anymore, right? You're not allowing that wound to affect you. Let's see if I hope that this is alphabetical. Like, because if they don't do alphabetical, they should literally be doing a number. Because I want to find out who this person actually is. Akalanda. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. All right, who is she? Akalanda represents the essence of the phoenix. She is the indestructible, and that totally about rebirth. Indestructible energy that embraces change. She knows that everything is conspiring to transform her into only more love and light. Akalanda is an elusive goddess from Hindu mythology. Okay, so that's could be why I've never heard of her before. She looks very white, but that's neither here nor there. So embracing the fact that you're not a victim, that everything happens for you, not to you. That's the energy that she's kind of telling me. Her full name is Akhilan Deshvari. Wow. Ishvari in Sanskrit means female power or goddess. Akhilanda means never not broken. Wow. So never not broken, female power goddess. That's wild. So she is the embodiment of what we try to avoid, the dissolution of our ego's identity. Her power is unparalleled. She radiates the potent light and joy. That's the goal of change, of transformation or pain. When you can turn pain into positivity, into pleasure, you will know that you have mastered the art of alchemizing energy, because that's one of the most difficult things to do, is transform pain. And I feel that the energy of rebirth, the energy of Phoenix. So Phoenix, what is it? Phoenix? What is it called? Oh, Phoenix stone. So she shows us where energy is trapped. That is so wild. I was just talking about that on my other channel, how the energy was being trapped, where we have been stifled in routine or other expectations of us. And she whispers the liberation we will experience once we let ourselves break open and allow the new expression of ourselves to come blazing through. Yes. Okay. So it's breaking, it's breaking, but allowing more of yourself to come through. So it's a positive thing. It's like a shift. She reminds us that we always have the power to choose to see every event as yet another opportunity to become more light, to become more radiant, the radiant soul that we actually are. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. When your soul selects her card, many of us exert tremendous energy in the effort to not break or fall apart. Whoa, this is so wise, you guys. We resist our grief, our heartbreak, or we deny the need to change until the choice no longer feels like it's ours. Something sideswipes us in our ordinary life and shatters who we think that we are, how we identify ourselves. Here is what Akalanda reminds us. Vulnerability is our greatest strength. If we are always broken, we can never break. Wow. That's wild. Akalanda is the most intimate and personally powerful goddess, because she meets us in those moments when we can feel the most alone, most exposed, and most afraid. She models how to thrive in the midst of change. She uses pain to joyfully and purposely transform. Or even if you can find humor in your pain, it's like even doing that is caught. And this is why comedians are some of the saddest people. And they're comedians because they're basically like using humor to transmute that energy of being really sad. So it says that she models how to thrive in the midst of change. And that's exactly what's happening right now, is a major change going on. So she sees everything as an opportunity to release what isn't serving her. That's so powerful. And she knows that being broken isn't a failure or something that we should avoid. It's actually the whole point. It is. It's like that ego death. That's the whole point of cracking open, is cracking that ego open and seeing that there's more. You are more on the inside. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames. Yes, all of the past ideas of ourselves, so that because we are going to exist whether we believe that or not. So we can let go of all of the beliefs that were causing us to view ourselves in a way that we actually are not. So it says that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are arises. And so that we remember that it's not the heart that ever breaks, it's the ego. The heart only ever expands. What heartbreak can I see now as an opportunity to expand? And then the intention is everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was so powerful. Wow. Wow. That was so powerful. all about transformation, and then getting to experience yourself like brand new. Like, that's so cool. I love that. One more. There we go. Yemoya, the goddess of all that flows. I am the ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. So you could have a definite connection to Yemoya. She is the mother goddess in, what is it? In Santeria, but the Yoruba religion. She's the mother. She is literally a mermaid. She's one of my protectors. Like, I'm one of her children. When I meet other people that have Yemoya as a guardian, which means you're a child of Yemoya, you possibly love the ocean. You possibly feel you like when you're around large bodies of water, you probably tap into your creative energy when you're doing that. And then also I'm feeling a major balance, a lot of loving energies. A lot of loving energy comes from her. Let's see. Yeah, these are definitely not in order alphabetically, and there's no number system. That my brain is like, what? How could they do that? Okay. There are a lot of these. Jeez. Okay, let's see. So I've used this deck before, but I have not pulled all of these cards. That is for sure, because some of these ones I'm like, I don't even know who these goddesses are. I think that the whole point of this deck is to be about mostly people that have had an incarnation here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to try this one more time. And if it doesn't work, we're just going to move on to the next card. And I'm sure that it'll eventually. Oh, by the way, the background sounds you're hearing is the YouTube channel called Healing Vibrations. And they have different crystal singing bowl sound baths. And I like them because they alchemize the energy of the room, the energy of the reading. Wow, yeah, a lot of these goddesses I have never seen before. My goodness. Well, she is a mermaid goddess. She exists in Africa. She's very mothering. When you want to connect with Yemaya, what you can do is you can take, if you just get some sea salt, add it to your bath, and then like you can make an offering to her with shells, just any type of shell from the ocean. And then you can light a blue candle for her. That is another way to connect with her energy. This is crazy. Yeah, I went through this. Oh, here she is. Oh, gosh, that took forever. I'm so sorry. Okay, the goddess of all that flows. I am the ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. She's so beautiful. Yemaya represents the creative force of the unconscious, the secret depths that bring the unseen into the physical realm. The African goddess Yemaya gave birth to all the 14 gods and goddesses in the Yoruba religion. She is a caring and nurturing mother, and yet also is fiercely protective and strong with the desire to relieve her children of any struggles and sorrows. Yeah, that's why when you make an offering to her, she will literally help you heal from whatever you've been going through. She is worshipped at the ocean or in any flowing body of water, though it is said that so mermaids in Africa, they exist in lakes, oceans, and rivers, mostly rivers, but yeah. So the Ogun River. So it says, though it is said that her true home is in the Ogun River in Nigeria, she is considered to be a mermaid whose energies and blessings and power, she is so freaking powerful. Power flows through all forms of water, cleansing, renewing, inspiring, and reminding us of the limitless love that we are. In Brazil and Uruguay, hopefully I said that, Uruguay, I'm not for sure. I think that's a country. She has offered succulent food and gifts in tiny boats. Yes, like you could put something in a shell and put it on the water, and if it disappears, then she accepts your offering. But if it floats back to shore, then she rejects it. It says her worshipers ask her to give them her blessings so that their desires in the new year can manifest. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, we asked that for 2025. Yemaya, please. It's already started out with a bang. She is the queen of the ocean, the ruler of the subconscious, and the creative force that allows us to translate the ineffable into art. As the mother of all, she is the energy that brings new life into this world. When your soul selects her card, Yemaya creates a flow where before there was a block or a stagnation in our life force. When we feel uninspired or stuck in life or in a creative endeavor, from having a child to writing a book, Yemaya is the feminine. So yeah, if you have child block, if you have writer's block, or if you work with children, Yemaya would be great because she's a protector of children. Yemaya is the feminine essence that sets your energy back into motion. As a mermaid, she exists both in the world and in the unseen depths. She's married to the merman called Olokun, who he rules over the bottom of the ocean, like the very bottom of it. Yeah, it's very cleansing, very balancing for your emotions, Grace. It's like literally it connects you with your soul. I can definitely feel that. That's how I feel when I'm around the ocean. I'm like, I'm so in love. And whenever I'm in the ocean, all of these ocean creatures will just come towards me, and like literally I could pet them if I wanted to. The last time I was in the ocean, what is it called? A seal swam right by me, and I like could have touched it. Oh, so cool. I love the ocean so much though. So she can help us dive down deep into the unconscious or into the collective unconscious and retrieve the hidden secrets or the wise pearls that we need to integrate now for our life to flow again. That's so cool. I literally did not know that about her. As the queen of the ocean, she baptizes us to start over, to begin again right now, to let everything become brand new. She encourages us to use water as a ritual to send out offerings to her, to bless our bodies in a warm bath. Exactly what I was talking about, or to walk along a body of water and allow its perspective to give us the answer to the blessing or the blessing that we seek. Yemaya wants to cleanse us of the thoughts that are holding us back. Why do children calm down after a bath? It's got to be the warm water. Why do we feel healed and more centered after a nice long soak? And that comes up. I'm so glad that the skank hose, just like there were some people that were coming up in my readings before for a long time and they needed to soak. And there is something about how spiritual baths, whether you're using herbs or salts, they ground you and they cleanse you. It's like they pull out the negative energy. So it's like water is the element that held us in the womb. Yeah, of course. So the return to our first and most primal element, the loss of gravity, the freedom of buoyancy that allows us to release feelings or thoughts that have been trapped or stuck. Yemaya reminds us to use your tail and not and you're not of this earth. Absolutely, you are of the sea. I totally believe that in my soul, that I am of the sea. What do I need to bring from out of the depths into the material world? So that's what we ask ourselves. Then the intention is, I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Wow, that's so powerful. These are awesome cards. And the artwork on them is so good. Okay. Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. Never heard of this one before. But she looks like a queen of something. She definitely looks like a queen. I wonder if it's Sarah. That might be Sarah Lakali. Well, I tried. Oh, hold on one second. What was that I just saw? There is actually a table of contents in this one. Most of them don't have them. So now I can just look at the name and go to the page. Wow. Okay, so this is much better. Let's see. $210 right at the very end. I'm so glad I didn't have to look through the whole book for that. Good God. Good God. Okay. So who she is, Sarah, sorry, I think it's probably Sarah Lakali. Sarah Lakali is a symbol of love that endures, the love that never dies. There are three main legends that surround Saint Sarah. Oh, okay. Just say Saint Sarah. I would have been like, oh, okay, I got it. First, she is known as a charitable noblewoman who collected alms for the poor in Saint Mary's de la Mer in the south of France at the beginning of the 1st century. Okay, so this was a long time ago. She had a vision that the female saints who were present at Jesus's death would arrive on their shores. And when they did, wow, I just got chills. Around the year 42, Saint Sarah was the first to lovingly welcome them with open arms. The golden legend from the 13th century says that Saint Sarah arrived with the three Marys, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Mary of Bethany, as one of their slaves. She was said to be an Egyptian, very beautiful and endowed with healing powers. The third legend is that Saint Sarah is the daughter of Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ. That's it. That's it. Boom. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my God. I've known this. I just forgot. I forgot about that. Wow. Wow. That's so accurate. Okay. During the persecution of the early Christians, it is believed that Mary Magdalene fled with young Sarah, Jesus's mother, and Mary of Bethany to the south of France. From what my psychic perception showed me, yes, that was true. There she raised Sarah and continued her ministry of love, of becoming what Christ referred to as true human beings, meaning both fully human and fully divine. Saint Sarah is known as the queen of the outsiders. She is beloved patron saint of the Romani people. She is carried from her crypt in the cathedral to the sea on horseback every May 24th by thousands of Romani who gather annually to celebrate her. Oh, so they're talking about probably carrying her remains. Wow, that's cool. There's an ancient chest in St. Sarah's Cathedral that contains the relics of the three Marys. St. Sarah represents the spiritual tenets of the Camargue cross. I don't know what this says. Faith and hope, but above all, love. When your soul selects your cards, no matter who you are or where you are, St. Sarah's love is the kind that reaches you. Like, she's so sweet. Her energy is so beautiful. There's nothing you need to perfect or improve. There is nothing that you need to wait to become. There's only the deep abiding truth that love is not on the outside of you. You are never an outsider to love. You are love. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card. Yeah. The one that whispers what you've always known, that love is our true purpose and our only true home. Love is where we all arrive. No matter how persecuted, how lonely, how outcast you might feel, no matter how long it's been since we felt loved, Saint Sarah is the healing that comes when we embody love again. She is here to welcome us back into singular destination. We actually never left it. Home is only ever as far as we allow ourselves to be, separate from the space of our own heart. Wow, enter the heart, ask to experience love. I enter the heart and ask to experience love, true love, and let it fill your head and soul. Intention, I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. Oh, I love that. I love that. It's just more love. Okay. Wow. She's got such a precious energy. And I like how on her dress, it's like an anchor with love around it. So she's like anchoring the love into the world. Okay. Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven on earth for myself. Let's see. Khadijah. I don't know. I'm butchering that still. Page 56. I wish it would say how to pronounce it, but it's all good. So, who is she? Who is she? Khadijah is the power we all, and again, I'm sorry if I am butchering that we all possess to be aware of the spiritual realm and fully immersed in the material world. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid. All right, I tried. Was a widow in Saudi Arabia in the 6th century. She became a wealthy merchant who was deeply respected and known as Al Tahira, the pure one, or Al Kubra, the great. Wow, that's cool. It is said that with her wealth, she fed the poor, provided for her children for her first 2 marriages, and took care of her extended family. So, yeah, that's like in laws and all that's extended family. That's a lot. Khadijah had a dream shortly after hiring a young merchant named Muhammad to work for her. In the dream, the sun descended into her courtyard, fully illuminating her home. Her cousin told her that this meant that the prophet would soon grace her doorstep. She realized that her new employee Muhammad was a prophet. Oh my God. And so she asked him to marry her. What? They were married for 25 years. She is regarded as one of the most important female figures in Islam. I did not know that. Followed by her daughter with the prophet Fatima. It is said that when Muhammad told Khadijah about his first revelation from the angel Gabriel in the cave of Hira, she was the first person to convert to Islam. So he created Islam. I didn't know that. And then she was the first person to convert to Islam. Wow. Wow. Muhammad remarried after Khadijah's death, but was never closer to a subsequent wife. Yeah, because they were twin flames. I mean, go figure. Your employee. That is so cool. This is so cool. Oh, I love it. So yeah, never closer to his other wife, but then he had been with her. She was his constant confidant and partner. I totally get it because I know. That's like beautiful. When your soul selects her card, there is an ancient narrative and a destructive misunderstanding that if we're going to be spiritual, then we have to renounce the material or physical world. The body, however, is the soul's chance to be here. So a healthy relationship to the material world is crucial and integral. To reaching our spiritual potential. Khadija represents the power and importance of knowing that we can provide for ourselves. The power gives us roots and confidence and allows us to create relationships from a place of interdependence rather than codependence. We can cultivate the captivity that we have to create more and more freedom for ourselves. And as we make the choices for our life based on truth, it's not just survival. So there's also a false idea about when true love finds us and how. Khadija liberates us from the fairy tales that we need to be saved or supported or provided for by a life partner. Khadija provided for the prophet. She was the financial backing to Muhammad. That's what I'm being shown. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna support him. So, in her older age and significant status in the community made her more attractive, not less. She was a middle-aged businesswoman and a single mom. She was ripe with resources and ripened with the opportunities for love. So, living into our true power and purpose does not make us less eligible. Khadija reminds us that there is no linear timetable that eliminates us from having the sun descend in our courtyard. She lets us remember that we are worthy of the abundance measured in gold and that the abundance measured in the depth of our love. Do I feel worthy of abundance? I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven on earth for myself. Yes. Wow. I just learned so much with that one card right there. And then this one too, like just confirming what I saw in my visions. That's wild. All right, we're going to do another one. Our Lady of Guadalupe. I actually love her. I burn candles to her every once in a while. The Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. 30. Okay, Our Lady of Guadalupe is the emblazoned emblem of the uniquely powerful protection of a mother's love. Her image is believed to have miraculously appeared within the tilma or cloak of Saint Juan Diego. She appeared to him 4 times, the first of which was on December 9th, 1531. She spoke to Juan in his native Nahuatl, again, I just tried to say that, the Nahuatl language, and asked him to build a church in their honor. They were standing on the Tepeyac Hill outside Mexico City, where the Spanish had recently destroyed a temple to the mother goddess Tonantzin, an Aztec goddess of love. Juan Diego tried to convince the archbishop of the authenticity of the apparition, but to no avail. He asked Guadalupe to give him a sign that would help convince the archbishop of her identity. She appeared to Juan a final time and told him to collect the Castilian roses, not native to Mexico, that were in bloom at the top of the Tepeyac Hill. He gathered the roses in his cloak, and when they fell before the archbishop, they basically made this picture, literally, when they fell before the archbishop. This is so cool. Okay, so when they fell before the archbishop, they could both see the emblem of Our Lady of Guadalupe inscribed on the inside of his cloak. Her image on Juan Diego's cloak has become Mexico's most popular religious and cultural symbol. It hangs above the high altar on the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City. This basilica is the most visited Catholic pilgrimage site in the world and the world's third most visited sacred site. I did not know that. Its preservation and its mysterious creation have been the fascination for scholars and art historians for centuries. It seems to be defying the laws of nature, both by not decaying in the way a natural substance should, and by having been created in what seems to be one fell swoop rather than multiple brushstrokes. Whoa! This now infamous image is worn as a symbol of protection from banners as tattoos in the army during the Mexican War of Independence and on the backs of migrant workers to shield them from being whipped. Because again, if you have this symbol of our precious Lady of Guadalupe on their back, then they're not going to whip their saint. That's genius. That's genius. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's sad that they would be whipped for that, but still. It says that to modern t-shirts and tattoos to protect devout Catholics and gang members with the exceptional love of the divine feminine. So when your soul selects her card, what is outside of us is also within us. If we have never experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us. So we can give it to ourselves. When Saint Juan Diego was concerned that the archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance to her basilica. No estoy yo aquí que soy tu madre. Am I not here? I who am your mother. Wow. The energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered, but the message is also to ask that you ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. We are ennobled with free will. The divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. We request for the assistance in order for them to enter our lives. Amen. We literally, it was probably that easy. All we need to do is assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child. That's so true. And ask for a sign that she is here. We ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could have ever imagined. And love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. Do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Okay. I hope that this message helped you. I hope that this helped you connect with the divine feminine. Okay. So we had Akilanda, the first one. There we go. And she is the goddess of never being broken. I thought that that was totally appropriate with today's theme and energy and everything. Then, of course, Yemaya, one of my personal favorites, but extremely powerful, goddess of mermaids. And then Saint Sarah, the daughter of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And then Khadijah, which is the mother of Islam. Like, I did not know that. Or the wife of Muhammad, the first wife. And then Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. All right. Thank you guys for being here and making it to the ending of this reading. I hope that this helped you and gave you some information, like on what guides you have. So I would definitely, when you're by the ocean next, bring a little offering to Yemaya. She loves sweet potatoes, yams. Okay. And it may benefit you to order a shirt with Our Lady of Guadalupe on it, or just something with her emblem. You could even get like a little charm or something and then wear that as protection. Like, I get that she is such a benevolent, loving spirit that she will literally provide protection to anyone that calls on her, regardless of like what your karma is, what the situation is. Of course, all of these goddesses have to obey the Most High God, but still, that's just the source of all things. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Please like this video. Please share it if you feel compelled to. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Wow, that was like totally wild how the screen just did that. And then it was like I felt her presence just enter. Okay. I love that. I love that. Okay. All right, you guys. Peace be with you until the next reading. And I enjoyed being here with you, Grace. God bless. God bless you. Peace be with you.